But there's nice to meet you. Kent, nice to meet you. Kent, nice to meet you. Kent, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hi, Kent, nice to meet you.
Sorry. We only have 6 glasses.
Do we have enough investor package?
We had 6. I didn't know if you wanted one too.
A menu? No investor packet. Oh yeah,
I 7 investor packets. I might have given 2 to someone.
Did I have an investor packet?
No. Or 2. Trying to see.
Ready?
Hello everyone, my name is Samuel, CEO of Lunar Elixirs. In front of you, you have a menu where we will be serving you drinks today. So, if you will, walk with me through a scenario. You're a part of Gen Z or a millennial, and you love to go out and party and socialize. But you're surrounded by a drinking culture where everyone you know is out drinking. Well, what if you don't drink or you stop drinking, but the people around you make it hard to stay sober? Well, you're not alone. 3 in 10 adults feel this pressure when socializing. And a study of 2,000 of them actually show that 25% stay home away from these social gatherings. Someone like that is like my mom. My mom is someone who loved to go out and socialize with her friends, but it felt really hard to do so because of the fact that she didn't have a way to socialize without having just water. And today she is 10 months sober, which we're all proud of her for.
Hi, I'm Nathan, and my personal connection with Lunar Elixir is that my father, he was a social drinker, but he also had very deteriorating health conditions. So recently, a couple years ago, I guess, we had lost him due to a heart attack, and I just want to help everyone by getting them to know that they don't have to drink at parties.
Several of my parents' cousins have faced peer pressure in well, not just alcohol, but several different forms, drugs, etc. And they've been impacted by that for several years now, and I don't know if they'll ever be the same again.
My first connection towards Elixirs is my father wasn't able to be very present in my life because of the fact that he was drinking and always going out to parties and such. But now that he's a lot older, he's strayed more further away from drinking, and he's also been trying to become more active in my life. So we decided to come up with a solution so people like him and others similar with that problem, just so they can have that safe social space and, just feel better.
My personal connection to Lunar Elixirs is my father and my mother both suffered liver damage and kidney damage due to drinking alcohol.
My mother, due to health problems, only has 1 kidney. So drinking alcohol will be detrimental to her health. So I want to give people like her an alternative option to help her.
So please, step away from the door of yesterday and drinking and say hello to the magical door of today with Lunar Elixirs.
Hello, I'm Manny, I am CMO.
Hello, I am Kalani, I'm the COO.
Hello, I'm Carmen, I'm the secretary.
Hello, I'm Luke, and I'm the CTO.
Hello, I'm Nathan, I'm the CFO.
And as you know, I'm Samuel, the CEO.
Our mission and vision. Our mission is to offer people a safe social space without alcohol. Our vision is to a mocktail catering company that can combat peer pressure by setting off an environment that can give you a sense of comfort and belonging so that you don't have to drink or feel peer pressured into drinking at social gatherings.
So by now, I know you're probably wondering what are the main problems that we're trying to combat. Well, there are 2 main issues that we're trying to combat, which are things like peer pressure and health problems. Some of the 5 main peer pressures are things like direct, indirect, negative, positive, and spoken and unspoken. Some health problems that come from drinking are things like high blood pressure, heart disease, strokes, liver disease, and overall just some digestive problems. We here at Lunar Elixirs are the solution. We are a mocktail catering company that still gives you that refreshing atmosphere while being able to enjoy safer, just healthier drinks overall.
So, with younger generations like Gen Zs and millennials becoming more health conscious, there's been a noticeable drop in alcohol consumption. So, this has sparked an interest in non-alcoholic choices, promoting mocktails. So, mocktails offer the same fun without the negative effects of alcohol, promoting better sleep, overall well-being, and mental clarity.
So far, we actually do have a few current jobs, as you can see, such as a carnival. We'll be attending a school carnival, and there will be a total of 1,500 plus total predicted consumers, and it is a paid job. Another one is the Bloomberg Injustice for Wednesday have decided to come back in the next couple of weeks, and so that we can serve drinks to them. It's also paid. And another job we have is a birthday party. We'll be catering at a house party, and it is also a paid job.
So for our distribution, we want to go to events through either a company van or truck and have our supplies inside, which would be consisting of a canopy and a table, as well as our ingredients in cooler boxes. The way we want to do this is we want to be anywhere, anytime, so we can just set up on the go wherever we need to be.
This is our competitive analysis slide. Our main competitors are Zero Proof Mocktails, Mocktail Mixers, and Moonlight Mocktails. All 3 of them are also mocktail caterers, not too far away, but mostly in South California. What makes us different, though, is Moonlight Mocktails, they only offer mocktails with no customizability, while Mocktail Mixers, Zero Proof Mocktails, and us, we offer customizability in our drinks. So if you want a drink that is not on the menu usually, you can request it, and they may or may not provide it, depending, of course, the ingredients on hand. Well, we do both of those things, as we also offer organic ingredients. So all fruits used are organic, fresh. And lastly, we also offer things such as energy drinks as a base ingredient. If you want things such as caffeine, so if it's a party late at night and you don't want to fall asleep, you might want a bit of caffeine inside of it. You can request different amounts of caffeine depending on, well, how much you want, of course.
Next, we will have your drinks are being prepared, and you will be able to sit back, relax, and enjoy your drinks until the end of the presentation. So a little bit about your guys' drinks today. You will be having, from your 3 choices, you have a virgin cucumber gimlet, a kiwi, and a mango mocktail. The cucumber gimlet does have cucumbers, sparkling water, and as well as minced cucumber as a base for your drink. For the kiwi, you will have a muddled kiwi beverage with sparkling water and a sweetener of your choice if you put that down on your menu. It was right underneath the price with 2 check boxes, whether it was a 0 sugar and 0 calorie sweetener and or a honey-based sweetener. And then for your mango mocktail, it has mango-infused coconut water as well as your sweetener. Now, we should be coming out shortly with your drinks.
You're good. You do what you're doing. You're good. Plus, we want to drink.
The makers. I think almost done.
So we're just about done with your guys' drinks. For your drinks, we did try and source these from either local farms, and try and go through supermarkets that did carry farm to table ingredients. Other ingredients like the honey and the syrup were not from farm to table. We try and prioritize a little bit of health, especially because of the fact that we are trying to be that more healthy alternative compared to alcohol, where it causes a lot of issues with liver disease and other issues suggested as earlier, as well as cognitive impaired function. And you don't really have to wake up in the morning and go, ugh, I have a headache the next morning.
Your drinks will be coming out sugar.
I want to say while we're waiting, this is the most powerful pre-introduction team that I've ever seen. The way you guys, before you said, I mean, your drop is when it literally came down on the screen and showed all the officers and who you are. But your leads of that, oh my God, so tight, so perfect. You were a band, it was great day. Great day.
Thank you.
For sure, for me on a personal level, it struck a chord because I have a similar story with even my own dad who quit drinking when I was like 12, how it impacted my life. Even I had at one point issues when it comes to alcohol consumption. So to lead in with that really set the tone. Even though it is from branding to the products themselves, you just look at it, looks fun, it really was a nice way to set the tone of how committed you are just by giving a testimony. So I commend you guys on that for sure.
We're just sneaking in a little comment right now.
Yeah. Yes, the service did take a little longer than expected.
I have a question. Is this sugar-free?
Did you mark it down on your...
Yes.
Then it should be, yes, because the syrup that we use
Except
is
the fruits.
0 sugar and 0 calories.
The fruits.
But the only sugars that would be in it would if you had fruits in it. But if you didn't, so you have only the cucumber and the sparkling water.
So your other drinks had different options of sugar-free, so they're all sugar-free?
Yes, all of the syrup that we will be using for all of our sweeteners will be the sugar-free 0-calorie alternative.
Okay, but your teammate just said you do have natural sugars from the fruit.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's not sugar. You have to be very careful with this. I'm type 1 diabetic, so the people who have pre-existing health conditions that can't have sugar, like you have to be very clear that if it does have natural sugar, that's fine. It's just how you calculate insulin is sugar intake, carbohydrates. So if it does have natural sugar, it's okay. You can say it's a low sugar, and then you put in parentheses natural fruit sugar, just as a disclaimer for people who can then give themselves the correct.
10 seconds. Okay.
And okay, our environmental impacts. Some environmental impacts that this industry, our business has, is waste from fruits, waste from plastic cups and straws, and pollution from transportation, such as going out to those events that we cater to in our food truck or the transportation. And some solutions we have are composting those set fruits so that it's not just going into the ground or at least not the pollution in the ground, and biodegradable cups and straws or materials so that it's not harmful to the environment, and electric transportation.
This is our ad that we ran for 10 days.
Hey, do you not like alcohol but love hanging out? Well, we have a solution. We are a Moxel catering company that wants to change the culture around drinking alcohol. So, have fun, and we want to give people a way to drink without alcohol and still give it that nice little social space. Click now to learn more. Thank you.
So far, this is the result of our ad campaign. We had a bit over 2,000 clicks for just a bit over 40,000 impressions. This shows that a lot of people who do see the ad are interested and click on the ad to learn a bit more. And hopefully that it was interesting mocktails.
So some of our potential pivots were to sell personal recipes to bars and or personal other caterers, selling premixes to supermarkets and stores, and some of our potential pivots based off of our ad campaign is that we saw that it sparked interest in the younger audience that we are catering to. So we might change the design and the way we market towards that younger audience that might spread information from word of mouth. And also partnering with potential food catering companies, because we did get a lot of traffic from other vendors that do mainly just food and or also have a mixed bag of other caterers.
So this is our market sizing. Our total market includes all of the United States, which may give us around 2.2 billion. And then our serviceable addressable market, which includes all of Fresno County, would be 6.5 million. We got these numbers by taking Gen Z and millennials that make over 40,000 yearly. And then our serviceable obtainable market would be 500K with a 7.5 conversion rate. So this is our ask. We're asking 150,000 for 15% of our company.
So,
the 150 will go to our startup costs, which include our legal fees, our equipment, and marketing. It'll also go into our SG&As, which is further explained within the investor packet.
Excellent.
So these are our financial projections. Our costs per goods sold, or COGS, would be $1.59 per unit sold. So for each drink that we make, we'd be making a 64% gross margin. And our key metrics that we aim to get are our target sales, target units sold, customer retention, website traffic, and customer rating. So this is our 3-year projections. Within year 1, we are estimated to make a bit under 500,000, while our cost to make that would be a bit under 450,000. And as you can see, our costs each year wouldn't increase much. However, we'd be making more and more each year.
So thank you once again. Step away from the door of yesterday and drinking and step towards the magical door of today with Lunar Elixirs. Thank you.
I gotta say it again. You guys have this thing nailed down tight. Your presentation, really good. Samuel, I love the way you project. Your voice projects. It exudes confidence. Every one of you seem like the part that you know about it. You know it just perfectly. It makes me feel like you guys are, as an investor, you want the team to run. You want them to run fast, run far, go big. You guys instill that kind of confidence. It's very impressive, very impressive. And I don't feel like me giving that grand of a compliment is going to cause you to get a big head and lax off. The fact that you, Sam, just mentioned you already learned something from your 5-day campaign or 10-day campaign and went, well, we might be changing and moving to that. That is a true blue entrepreneur that catches something like that, sees that, is willing to already move and do something to meet the market, find a way. You will find your way. Another thing I really like about I don't know who put this together, the timing, the way everything falls, and I could even feel your angst when the drinks were taking a little longer to get out. It's like, I don't want you to feel that pressure. You guys are nailing it like on a rhythm. You're on, beautiful presentation. And on the business, I have some friends that own bars. I know about the bar industry. I know people that are high-level bar owners that know about point of sales and how they work, know about profit margins on it. The biggest constraint for them is all alcohol beverage control licensing, and how hard that is. You guys don't have any parameters, nothing. Just wide open space. Just go and do what you want to do. And I'd like to talk to you unofficially, off the record, about some of your pricing structure on how you're nailing some deals to practice right now. Because I think I could help you get a few deals on the side that are paid. And then I think you're just going to refine it, and keep figuring it out and get the feedback straight that way. There's graduations coming up. There's going to be a lot of, it doesn't matter if they're 8th grade graduations or seniors graduating high school. People will really like to have this, and you can't be everywhere. So later I'd like to talk to you about Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, and there's only 52 weeks in a year, so 52 times 3 is your max capacity for getting out there unless you duplicate trucks or trailers or what, all that stuff. I want to get in there and geek out on tweaking on this business a little bit. I really like it. I'm tempted to literally talk dollars with you guys. I'm tempted.
He's never done that.
Yeah. All right. Somebody else? Sorry.
Just to piggyback off what he was saying, just like this weekend, I was just saying, my gosh, Vintage Days is this weekend, there was a great campaign on it, but this would have been a good time for you all to test this out. I am a FAN. Beautiful job. I mean, I see it. I love how you all just literally took the time out and just well, first of all, just your personal story was that was what drew me in. And that's what we kind of share with the other team, like, you draw us in. We want the energy, the excitement, just talk to us, to draw us in. We know you're going to talk about a product, but we want to feel your passion and see your emotion and feel it. And we felt that. So we were like, okay, I don't know what else to say. You were just amazing. Good job. I'm hoping and praying that you all stick with this and you stick together and you really give us resources, pick your jobs, hear him out, and you all get out there and really make this happen.
I gotta say, love the branding, love the idea. Your research into the market. I only briefly done research because I was doing an expose on a business, a liquor store, understanding how has it changed with new generations. You're pretty on the money. There's a reason why a lot of these alcohol companies are trying to turn either alcohol seltzer, they're using products or IPs like Sunny D and make it alcoholic to appeal because millennials and Gen Z for sure aren't drinking as much beer, nowhere near as previous generations. They're more likely to consume cannabis than they are alcohol because either they are aware of the dangers of alcohol or the culture that comes behind it. There's even trends, and I won't explain trends because I'm a professional, but even those who drink alcohol don't even want to drink whatever's offered at a party. They bring their own bottle because it's safer and they're worried about people taking their drinks. So this safe environment like this sounds great. I love your emphasis on expanding your product line to add on energy drinks. I mean, who doesn't love Dutch Bros and Fresno at this point? And as a college student, and I do partially drink, I do find myself drinking more caffeine than I ever will alcohol. It is interesting you're focusing on doing events, you're already getting paid events, which just builds confidence that you guys know what you're doing, or at least you will have experience to know what you're doing. Maybe the potential of a physical location and follow a similar model like Full Circle, just so it can alleviate some of the costs when it comes to storing or making your own products. You know how independent breweries make their own IPAs and sell it in their own store and as a part restaurant. If you could justify that in the future and understand how big the market, you could be the non-alcoholic full circle brewery.
We do actually have that in our 6-year plan. So we showed you our 3-year plan, but in our 6-year plan, we do have in the works to have a physical location.
Excellent.
All right, you guys killed it. Thank you.
In this industry, more on the liquor side, but this is a emerging market big time. Fresno is about 5 years behind, if I'm going to be really honest with you. LA opened their first non-alcoholic bar about 6 years ago. San Francisco followed suit about 5 years ago. It's huge. It's the future of that. You're seeing a lot of bars now start offering non-alcoholic menus. Modern is downtown, probably the best cocktail bar in the city. A third of their menu now is to non-alcoholic drinks. So you guys definitely have something. Fresno is behind. There have been 2 non-alcoholic cocktail bars that have opened in Fresno and closed within 6 months. So that is a reality. It's not quite there yet here, but I think the catering side of it and doing special events where people are looking for that specifically is a good route to go. Catering is always a good way to get yourself in the food business because it's low overhead. You're mobile. You can go anywhere. You can, you don't have a set rent other than maybe a storage facility, which is going to be a lot cheaper than that. So I think this is a really good idea. I will say that being in the industry, I like your branding. I think reconsidering the branding to fit that industry a little bit differently. Branding and looks and all of that in the alcohol sector, which you guys do fall into that alcohol sector. Like that is your target market. If you're trying to get people from that, is very specific on branding. They're looking for a certain look and you want to attract to that. So I would definitely look at that. Have you guys heard of Curious Elixirs? Have you heard of Curious Elixirs?
No, I don't think we have.
Look them up. They started, and I say that because I think a potential for you guys, if you're looking locally, is offering a non-alcoholic drink option for other restaurants and bars that's pre-made so that you can put that on their menu. Curious Elixir does bottled drinks just like this that you can buy through Amazon, you can buy on their website. They are the #1 purveyor right now of non-alcoholic drinks. They nail it. Their drinks are phenomenal. They're $9 a bottle on a subscription basis, and I will happily pay for those for an alternative for a drink with them. But if you could offer something where you can get into like a, Westwoods or something like that and get on their alcohol menu of like 3 drinks that you guys pre-batch and bottle and sell there, it could be a revenue line for you guys that like is super easy and doesn't take a lot of that. I do like the freshness of it, which you're not going to get in a bottle, but I think that's a good option for you. So I think looking at some other options outside of catering, especially as that market in Fresno grows, will be hugely helpful for you. Who does your recipe builds?
Our two main mixers are Annie and Nathan.
Cool. Awesome. Are you guys building a menu of multiple different drinks and things like that? Cool.
We're trying to slowly master a bunch of drinks so then we could create our own that mix all those good things and put it together.
Okay. It's expensive, but I would recommend, there's a book out there called Zero. It's a non-alcoholic cocktail book. It's made by a really renowned chef in the United States. Really good recipes. It teaches you how to match flavors in alcoholic drinks without actually using alcohol, but also really good on like flavor balance. And I'd also highly recommend you picking up the Flavor Bible, another good book to help you building good cocktail recipes. Because you can take like, I want mango, and it will give you like a flavor wheel of everything that goes with mango and stuff that's maybe even outside the box. Because the other thing that people look for is like, what's different in cocktails? Like, how are you making those combinations? What's, other than mango and coconut, what is other options that are out there? So, look up those 2 books and look up Curious Elixirs. I think you guys would be really impressed with what they do. So, but overall, great idea, and I think something that has a lot of potential in the city. So,
I actually kind of come from the other point of view. I think you guys did a wonderful job, great presentation. You have tremendous skill sets. The podcast is a very competitive space, and so for me, I sit there and say, if you guys were to dedicate your passion towards a software product, or totally get it into the industry, you know what I mean? Like, because you guys are so young, like this is a fantastic business to do in high school. Go to a couple of events, gain that experience. Sales is always key, and so you know what I mean. Like, do this in high school. Start thinking now about software ideas, or start thinking about it because I do think you guys have the ability to really launch good, successful big businesses. And I think if you were to come with this level of passion and professionalism on a Saturday game for your own benefits, keep your mind open because you guys are so young.
Okay, great presentation. Your drink was amazing. I noted that on number 2. Very good job for the recipe. I had to step out real quick. Josh, did you ask about the 150K to 15%? Did you touch on that?
No, I said salt.
You said salt. Yeah. So how did you come up with that? What made you think give 15% for 150K?
So we came up with that by looking at our pre-money evaluation, which told us that if investors invested around 150, we should give them 15% of our company. And we saw that we'd be able to make around 868, I think, thousand pre-money, pre-any investments.
Other things, when you were making the cocktails, I mentioned this. You said all your items are sugar-free. Okay, so I don't know if that's true or not because my blood sugar is going up. So I have a continuous glucose monitor. So if you do have natural fruits, you can put that in parentheses. It's very important when you say sugar-free. I have type 1 diabetes. You have to be very careful because I wouldn't give myself insulin and my sugar would go through the roof. So you have to be very specific. If it is low sugar, some drinks can be sugar-free. But if you do have fruits, that is not sugar-free. You have to be very careful because people who are on diets or working out and they want a drink and they want sugar-free because it's not part of their diet plan. Just be very specific. But other than that, I thought it was a great job. You all have good energy. I love the personal statements. Really, it made me feel something emotionally. You're all doing this because you have a passion to make people healthier and making better options for not drinking alcohol, which is fantastic. So great job. Really good job.
Thank you.
And I think when Kent said sugar-free, and he was asking earlier, most of our minds, especially your young, healthy individuals, just think that means somebody wants to watch their food get cooked. But it's talking about life and death situation on it. So you could say no sugar added, and put a warning like real fruits are included, natural sugars are present. For that kind of safe for diabetics, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, you must have a monitor on you, or you ran and.
I do. I have it right up.
Yeah, see, so he knows right now what's going on. Back to this gentleman, new judge. I don't know. Glenn. Great comment. He's complimenting the way you guys work together, the way the team. It's just that you find a good team, and you're like, I could go places with this team, and this team can pivot and try different things. So I'd be excited to see this team continue and do other things too, even if it's not part of the school, part of the project. Just what are you guys dreaming up? This is a team that I know lays down on their pillow at night and is still thinking about ideating on the business and stuff like that. Which is that's the key component to the foundation for success, is that you not let go. And back to your personal stories. Wow. The fact that all of you have personal stories with such personal, I don't even know that many people that have liver damage from drinking and kidney transplant. Right here, you have all that. Did you find each other by saying, does anybody else? Or did you just find this out after you're talking? Oh my God. So that your personal connections were very emotionally drawing in, and then the drop right after that to who you are. It's really good. Sound system with big bass would have been really